Hi, Carlene Coulter from Beauty and Fashion Tech. I have a couple new palettes today I'm going to swatch. I'm going to do two separate videos of them. One is the LORAC Pro Palette. Just ordered this from Sephora. It comes with a little bit of primer too. And the other is the Smashbox Masterclass palette, and I just got this from Sephora too. And I'll do these in two separate videos. So first up, LORAC. I love LORAC cosmetics. I mean, my Unzip palette is by far my favorite palette ever. I wear it more than Urban Decay Naked. I never even bought the Naked 2 palette. I just love LORAC in the sense that they tend to be really buttery cosmetics. They have good pigment. They wear well. They're a little bit cheaper than some of the other brands. I mean, they're still not exactly budget or anything, but comes with a little sample size of the behind the scenes eye primer. I haven't tested this yet. I will do a review of it on the blog at some point. But it gives you a way to test it out if you want. It comes with the palette. So the Pro Palette itself, here we go. Open it up. Take the little plastic off here. Very nice array of colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on each row. So that's a good, nice amount of shades. I really like the looks of this. What you have is a top row is all matte. Bottom row is all shimmer. There's a nice variety of kind of nude natural shades in this, but then it adds a little bit of pop of color in there. There's a deep purple, there's a slate color, a little more, bright gold shimmer. I think this will work very well as a complement to the Unzip palette, but you know what, if you didn't get the Unzip palette and you really like a neutral look, you could get that from this palette as well. Frankly, this is what you could use for just all of your everyday looks. You could create a smoky eye with this. You could create a nice neutral daytime look. If you want to add a little bit of, interest, you've got the gold there, you have the purple there. I'm going to swatch this up, and then I will take the camera outside and hold it up so you can see swatches of it. And then I'll also do a blog post with the swatches on Beauty and Fashion Tech. So, I'm going to start swatching. All right. Here is the top row of the LORAC Pro Palette in Sunlight. The top row of the palette is all matte shades. These went on really nice. They have good pigment. Pretty happy with them. I'll have pictures of this up also on the blog. Okay, so here I am out in Sunlight with the LORAC Pro Palette. This is the bottom row, which is all shimmer shades, and they are really impressive. Really like these shimmer shades. The only one I'm a little disappointed with is the second from the right, which is supposed to be a deep purple. It's got the purple tint to it, but it comes out more gray than I'd like. But I love the slate next to it. I love the gold. I love the copper. Very nice shades in this. And again, I'll have swatches of these up on the blog. Okay, so those were the swatches, and here's one last look at the palette. My only real complaint about it, which is I think pretty minor, is of course they are pretty finely milled, kind of buttery shades, so they do put out a lot of extra powder. You want to be careful with that with the LORAC powder eyeshadows. I did run up too and grab my Unzip palette just to take a look at it, kind of remind myself what was in it. This palette would go great if you have the Unzip palette in conjunction with it, because the Unzip palette only had, I think, 1 or 2 matte shades in it. Here you've got 8 matte shades that pair up very nicely with what's in that palette, and then also pair up with really nice with the shimmering shades in this. So the two palettes go well together if you also have the Unzip palette. And if you don't have the Unzip palette, you could get this instead and have kind of almost the same amount of looks you could get from the Unzip palette, but probably be able to get a little more matte looks from it. So, I'm very happy with this. I'm going to use this palette a lot. I know I will. Highly recommend it. Again, it's just a perfect overall palette for just getting your everyday looks, and really just a good basic amount of shadow to have just kind of in your collection. So there we go. LORAC Pro Palette. Love it. Get it. I will put links up to where you can get it. I will put a link up to the blog post for it, where you can see the swatches up close. And that's all for today. Thanks. Bye.